special atmosphere of a unique sporting occasion, the All England Badminton Championships. Good afternoon from the Wembley Arena and welcome to a tournament rightly described as the Wimbledon of badminton. It attracts the very best men and women, singles and doubles players from all over the world. And they come here not just because of the generous sponsorship of Yonex, who put £100,000 into this tournament, but for the sheer prestige of being an All England winner. Well, this afternoon we're going to concentrate on the 5 finals in these coveted championships. But first of all, a brief reminder of the main rules of the game. Each match is the best of 3 games. A game is won by the first player or pair to reach 15 points. The exception is the ladies' singles when it's the first to 11. Remember that points can only be scored with service. When the server loses a rally, the service and the chance to score passes to the opponent. In doubles, the same principle applies, with each player in a pair having a service opportunity before the right to serve passes to the opposition. Well, I'm delighted that Derek Talbot is with me this afternoon. Derek, who knows what it's like to be an All-England winner and now very much involved in badminton as an England selector. Derek, you must be very pleased that we've got an England involvement in these finals.
Very pleased indeed. It is in fact normal for us to have some representation in the finals, and particularly in the mixed doubles. And here we have 2 of our ladies in the mixed doubles, Nora Perry and Julian Clark, in opposition to each other. But it will be a battle royale, not because those 2 are playing each other, but more particularly because Nora Perry is playing Thomas Kihlström, and she has in fact just broken up a partnership with him. Thomas Kihlström, of course, comes from Sweden.
I wonder what your feelings are now. You know this arena so well as a player. Do you still get the same buzz of excitement?
I certainly do. The buzz is there right now. Just can't help it when you walk through into this stadium and see all the old faces and friends from years gone by. There's that special atmosphere here. And I know that most countries think of the All England as being the premier event in the world. I know that's true of the Chinese team, and talking to Morton, he was just telling me he gets that buzz and he would prefer to win the All England even above the World Championships.
Right, well, let's start with the blue-ribboned event, the men's singles final, and that brings together Morten, the holder from Denmark, and the young Chinese rising star, Zhao Zianhua. The number 2 seed is just 20. It's his first appearance here, but he has won his last 2 matches against Morten. Frost is 26, a graduate of Copenhagen University before becoming the perfect professional. The defending champion, he also won at Wembley in 1982. Frost's experience shone through in the opening game. As we join the match, he leads 10-6. A more consistent play coming from Frost. Zianhua has mixed the spectacular with the erratic.
11-6.
He really does look cool. Frost very determined and single-minded in his efforts to take this title.
Out. 12-6.
There's no margin for error when Frost lifts the shuttle.
6-12.
Well, they don't come much better than that. First-class rally. Tremendous movement across the court and a great deal of turning required by both players.
Service over. 12-6.
Frost rather snatching on the backhand.
6-12.
Frost determined not to put his racket over the net. Just clipped that one nicely down.
racket over the net would have lost him the point.
Service over, 6-12.
It was close, but it was out.
Service over, 12-6.
Morton Frost, highly intelligent man, as well as a great athlete. Very much a national hero in Denmark,
13-6.
where you can be sure this final will be reported on the front pages of the newspapers as well as in the sports sections.
Game point 6.
So game point for the champion. First game to Morton Frost, the man who's on his way to becoming a badminton millionaire. But in the second game, Zianhua overcame his fright of the biggest stage in badminton, and now he leads 10-7. It's good. He's in the mood now. He's lifting the crowd in the Wembley Arena with him. And suddenly, the second game is slipping away from Morton Frost.
12-7.
Yes, Frost's running out of ideas. He's certainly clearing far too often in the rallies. I think he has to be prepared to take his man on at the net and indeed in the fast and flat exchanges that will take place.
(13-7).
7.
Well judged in the end by Frost.
Service over.
And you sense that he needed to win that rally. Not just for the significance in this particular game, but for his own morale.
Eight, 13.
Well, these are very important points for Frost. He realizes that Zianhua has played himself into this game, and really a big effort to try and win the contest in 2 sets is almost the only way that perhaps he can do it.
Well, you hardly thought there was room to drop the shuttle over the net and keep it in court. He hasn't always been as deft as he would like at the net, Zianhua. But that really was superbly played. And the Chinese contingent roar their support at game point. An opportunity missed.
Service over, 10-14.
That's the coach, Carsten Moll from Denmark, looking a little nervous there. I wonder what advice he would give to Frost now.
Another smash of stupendous velocity.
Service over, 14-10.
Game point once more.
Well done, Frost. He's sticking in there. Nearly lost the opportunity when, in fact, Zianhua had the chance to smash for the game. Decided to drop, and Frost was ready for it.
But the reprieve may only be temporary.
14-10.
The crowd here quite delighted by almost the little commentary that Zianhua is giving through the rallies, and he has the game. The final is living up to its expectation.
5-minute interval has been played.
There's a 5-minute break permitted before a deciding game, and after it, Zianhua again showed his marvellous repertoire of shots. His advantage here is 8-1, with the best badminton of this exceptional final still to come. Frost with the service back and in desperate need of a run of points.
And the receiver was faulted for moving before the shuttle was struck. Oh, what defensive play from Frost.
He returned fire with fire then.
Service over, 8-4. Service over, 4-8.
More joy for the Frost supporters.
5-8. Service over, 8-5.
Frost has carried all before him in his run-up to the final. It's a vastly different matter now.
That was impeccable defensive work, but finally pushed the shuttle out of the back of the court.
9-5.
That might just turn out to be the most critical point of the match. Zianhua, his confidence sky high now.
10-5.
Oh, and it was the brilliant net shot from the Chinese player that created the opening for his smash.
11-5.
A third successive victory over Morton Frost, which is what it would be, is prize enough for Zianhua, but to do it here, just a tremendous performance. If we can maintain the impetus. Good defensive work though by Frost.
Service over. 5-11.
Well, certainly the defence of Frost is immaculate, but unfortunately there always seems to eventually appear a gap, and Zianhua finds it. There's no gap there, right at the body of Frost. A very, very difficult shot to return.
5.
And it was just out. Frost very unlucky there after really having to stretch very far into his forehand at the baseline.
12-5.
Tried the cross but missed the tram line by some inch.
Zianhua wasn't totally sure and looked straight at the line judge for confirmation. Great defensive play again from Frost. But it's dropped in. The champion is on the verge of losing his crown. Frost, you can be sure, will battle to the very last point.
Yes, that's a better constructed rally from Frost. He really must continue to hit the shuttlecock downwards, even if not at all times hard. See, once he lifts, he's in real trouble against the big gun of Zianhua.
Service over. 13-6.
The net's still quivering.
Service over.
The shuttle
6-13.
didn't go over. 6-13.
No matter how good a defence a player has, invariably in the end, the person who attacks comes out winner.
Service over. 6-13. 13.
If Frost's grip is weakening, he's not letting go yet. Too much disguise.
7-13.
Of course, there must be a physical effect in trying to smash continuously for such a long time.
13.
Perhaps Zianhua, walking slowly around the court, could do with a breather.
Frost fights back.
9-13.
Very well anticipated by Frost. Shuttle was out, and Zianhua asking to change.
10-13.
So Frost serves at 10-13 with a new shuttle.
Well, whatever was said between player and coach during the break at the midpoint
13.
of this third and decisive game, it's been effective for Morton Frost. Some of the crowd on their feet.
Well, it's great stuff from Frost. He's back to the tactic of the first game, attacking his opponent.
13.
And Zianhua showing signs of tiredness now, unable to continue to attack even when given the opportunity.
Zianhua walks off the court in disbelief.
And of course now's the opportunity when Zianhua has the opportunity to set for 5 points.
13 all. Setting to 5 points. Love all.
And that is the choice. So the best of 5 points now wins this title.
Real sudden death.
Service over. Love all.
Out. Such a slender margin of error.
1 love.
First player to 5 wins in the setting procedure.
2 love.
And Zianhua has sprinted into a 2-love lead.
Yes, and he finds the point at the forehand of Frost. I think Frost's backhand defence is the better of the two wings. But really, he can't afford to lift the shuttlecock at this vital stage.
It really was the smash of the match at the perfect time too.
And the perspiration that's dropping from Frost's body is causing him to slip on the court, so he's taking the opportunity to wipe it with his towel.
A final really in the great tradition of the All England Championship.
Frost back in it.
Service over. Love 3.
Score good.
Service over.
Service
3
passes back
love.
to Zianhua. 2 points now from the title. We'll have to wait a little longer if he is going to take the crown from Morton Frost.
Well, certainly a battle of the minds at this stage, and that was a sign that perhaps Zianhua is just slightly starting to crack in his own mind. He went for the line, but it was out. He found the tram line.
Two, three.
Oh, what a recovery this would be if Morton Frost can seize victory. The balance switches back to Zianhua.
Service over. 3-2.
Morton had to lift there, and of course the error came again from his forehand defence.
A decisive call by the linesman. A call of in.
4, match point 2.
Championship point. And Zhao Zianhua on the verge of making history in this tournament. But Frost survives. Will the nerve of Zianhua hold now?
This is really testing the mental strength of both players. How did Frost manage to hang on there throughout that really long attack? It's taken its effect. He misses a simple shot to the net.
4-2.
And the second championship point for the 20-year-old Zhao Zianhua. He's done it! The first left-hander in the post-war years to win the men's singles at the All England Championships. He's done it the hard way.
Well, I haven't really seen a much better final here at Wembley than this one. A great contrast of styles, and I'm sure we've got a very disappointed Frost who put up a tremendous performance. But nevertheless, it's always nice to see a new champion, and certainly nice to see a player who's got a style of his own and an attack that really hasn't been seen at Wembley for many a year.
And the guest of honour, Dame Anna Neagle, escorted onto court by Larry Lamb, the Chief Executive of the Badminton Association of England. The first player since 1968, since Rudy Hartono, to win at the first attempt. Morton, it was a magnificent match, which we've all enjoyed very much, but obviously you must be very disappointed.
Yes, I must admit I'm very disappointed. It was maybe my life chance to win the All England 3 times, and I must admit I'm very disappointed I was not able to win. Yes, it was very easy to see that my opponent was very nervous in the beginning, and I had a very good start, 9-love, and after that he shaked it all off and came to 6-9, but before I won 15-6, and I knew in the second game now it was going to be difficult, and he proved so.
Well, a marvellous men's singles final, and of course in keeping really with the rich tradition of these All England Championships. 4 more finals still to come. We'll be back with them after the break.